This video was produced for the Usable Packaging Project, a 3-year research program which aims to develop plant-based compostable bioplastics for use in food, pharmaceutical, and clothing packaging. The project brings together 25 partners from across Europe and is part of the Horizon 2020 initiative financed through the Bio-Based Industry Joint Undertaking, and we thank them for providing the funds for our research. Food packaging, in particular, creates many problems, as we know, on our planet. It has a double-edged sword to it. On the one hand, protecting the foodstuff which we are consuming, but on the other hand, very often when discarded, polluting our environment or not being recyclable. So the Usable Packaging Project was initiated to develop a new type of plant-based packaging using as raw materials the residues of food processing industries that would then biodegrade after use, go back to soil, and help become new raw material for a new generation of compostable packaging. So what we're trying to do is create a fully circular packaging product that would both protect the foodstuff and the environment and provide some solution to plastic pollution. Now, in this clip, which you're about to see, we are investigating consumer attitudes to existing packaging to try to understand what people think about alternative materials, such as those which the Usable Packaging Project wants to create for the European marketplace. We have done this through a series of interviews with consumers on the street, conducted as they left a major supermarket in London in June 2021. Now, this is by no means a scientific research, but as I hope you will see and enjoy, the outcomes are very interesting.
I'm not sure, might be something with the plants.
I think it might be made out of plants.
Never seen it before.
Green, new shoots, new beginnings.
I don't know.
Pretty sure that one shows that things are compostable.
Recyclable thing, yeah.
Recycle?
Yeah, this one is recycling.
Gender, something.
It sort of looks like it's recyclable.
Don't litter, put it in a bin.
And put it in the bin.
Let's throw your trash in the bin.
I do think they're confusing because there seem to be quite a few different ones, which makes it quite difficult to work out what you're meant to do.
There are so many now, and it's hard to know what means recyclable, what means biodegradable. Yeah, I think it could be simplified, definitely.
Bioplastic, isn't it plastic that breaks down naturally in the environment?
Plastic that's biodegradable?
It's kind of like the biodegradable, so it should be able to degrade down into something that isn't harmful to the environment or to us.
I don't know. It sounds good. It sounds generally positive, but I don't know.
I don't know if I really understand it. I guess I would presume that it is made from some plant-based, but then having plastic, that probably isn't going to be it. So it's probably better than normal plastic, but that's as far as I would guess.
You can put it in the compost.
So it's things that will break down.
And it will degrade down and give nutrients or whatever out to it, so it makes the ground better.
That it can completely break down in the earth.
Not really.
No, would you bury it? I've no idea. Put it in the soil? No idea.
Put it in my little bin with the eggshells and the potato peelings and the ends of broccoli that haven't been eaten, and I'd put it down our garden and then it will go in the next thing we plant.
Compostable used to go into the ground and dissolve.
Recyclable, obviously, you reuse the material to make other stuff.
Recyclable means it will go to a management facility and will either get chucked into landfill or recycled.
Compostable is definitely better, I think. You can put, because it takes energy to recycle.
Google.
I mean, I would just potentially Google, but I don't know a specific site or body.
Greenpeace is somewhere where I would definitely look at they've got great knowledge.
Like the government information, yeah.
Yes. Completely.
Definitely, yeah. I've sort of changed a lot of what I buy due to the sheer amount of plastic.
110%. I don't buy anything in plastic. I think it's outrageous. If I'm shopping, I'll actively choose to pick up fruit and veg that is loose as opposed to that feels like it's overpackaged.
I'd like to say yes, but in reality it's probably no.
Personally, I wouldn't because I don't usually think about those stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely yes.
It depends if it's durable.
The thing is, I don't know enough about whether that is better and whether growing those plants for the packaging is good or not.
I'd want to do more research because then it seems a bit counterintuitive to be growing plants to then use them not as food, but to use them just to make packaging.
It all depends on the price as well, you know.
But I think these sort of things go in compost, don't they, with compost?
Yeah, I think that might be compostable.
Without reading it, I would assume that I could put this in my soil and it would degrade.
Yeah, I mean, it depends how much more, but obviously I know that it costs a bit more to make packaging sustainable.
Yes, I would pay more.
Yes, I would.
Yes, I would.
But if it was just a little icon in the corner and it wasn't very detailed and out there, I wouldn't pay more, no.
I think it depends on different people. Some people may be able to afford it, some people may not.
Government, just because, I mean, companies have not done enough and it's not fair to put it on the consumer.
Media, definitely.
I think the government should have an agenda, and then after that it should be the supermarkets.
Probably, hands down. I mean, everyone could.
I could, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah, definitely. I am crap when it comes to even like the recycling moment. I do recycle, but I could definitely be better. And if it was shoved in my face a little bit more, again, the whole media thing, I'd be more conscious of it.
Expense?
It's probably just having the ideas.
I think sometimes it's also easier to just buy the pre-made sandwich in the, you know, disposable plastic bag.
So there we are. We thought the interviews would throw up some interesting results, and I hope they didn't disappoint you. These are the messages which I'm going to take away and which I hope you will share. Well, it's clear that there is a lack of information on whether packaging can be recycled or can be composted, whether it's not recyclable. You saw the lady who said she thought the logo was about gender, not about recycling. The recognition of recycling, of biodegradable and non-recyclable logos is patchy. And there's obviously a general sense that there are too many different logos, too many different kite marks that people don't always understand. It makes the current system really confusing. So it's logical that people say that they want more, clearer, and consistent information to help guide their choices when it comes to packaging. And then they will look sometimes online for general information about it. But let's be clear that people buy products, they don't buy packaging. And so it is not always the packaging which is foremost in their mind. It is what is inside they are buying. Unsurprisingly, there was quite a bit of confusion about bio-based plastics. It sounds good to everybody, but many people are unclear about what they actually are. An encouraging aspect of the interviews is that many respondents said they were prepared to pay more for a bioplastic alternative, although some expressed skepticism about whether plant-based options were actually better than current recyclable materials and whether they really would be compostable. As these are fairly new materials, that confusion is comprehensible. Interestingly, we saw in some responses the difference between aspiration and reality. People really do want to be more environmentally friendly, but at what cost? Is it affordable to them, to everybody? Everyone's keen to do their bit, but it needs to be quick and easy to make greener choices. So they consider that the government, the legislator, has the primary responsibility to enable change rather than leave it to them, the consumer, to drive the demand for environmentally responsible packaging. In conclusion, I would say that what we need is not more logos. What we need is better communications. Many thanks again to the BBIJU for financing this research, to the people who made it, to our colleagues who worked on it. I hope it will help us understand better what creating a product means and how to communicate that so that we do get greener, sustainable packaging solutions. Thank you for watching.